Get ready for a pumpkin cake, perfect for the fall season. This recipe brings together the warm flavors of cinnamon and citrus zest with the rich flavor of pumpkin, creating a moist and fluffy cake that's hard to resist. Really, it is delicious. Whether you're looking to impress at a holiday gathering or just craving a sweet seasonal dessert, this pumpkin cake is sure to be a hit. Let's start. For this cake, I'm using butternut and Hokkaido pumpkins, but you can use other pumpkins of your choice. I'm starting by cutting the pumpkins in half. Scoop out the seeds with a spoon. Then, peel each half. Peeling after cutting makes it easier to handle, as whole pumpkins can be quite slippery. Cut the peeled pumpkins into smaller pieces. I grate each piece as much as I can, but I will not struggle with these small ends. I will set aside the smaller leftover pieces for decoration later. We have about 600 grams of grated pumpkin here. In a pot, heat a small amount of water and add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Boil until the mixture thickens, and you can draw lines in it with a spoon. Add the grated pumpkin, stirring until it softens and is well coated in the sugar mixture. Turn off the heat and let the pumpkin mixture cool. Chop a handful of nuts and add them to your pumpkin. Then, mix in some raisins or dried fruits. Here I have a mix of raisins, cranberry, and goji. Also add vanilla essence, lemon or orange zest, and cinnamon and mix everything well. Now it's time to prepare the batter, and for this I have the same base for all my cakes. 6 tablespoons of sugar, 6 tablespoons of flour, 6 tablespoons of sunflower oil, and 6 eggs. This combination always results in a balanced cake with a moist base. Combine the dry ingredients. In a large bowl, mix the flour, sugar, and some baking powder. Then add the wet ingredients, and from here on, we are moving quickly as they activate the baking powder. Break the 6 eggs into the bowl, add the sunflower oil, and stir. I'm not worried about lumps, as the sugar broke the flour and everything mixes fast. Add in the prepared pumpkin mixture, stirring until well combined. Then I pour the batter into a non-stick baking tray, but you can also line a regular tray with baking paper. Bake at low to medium heat until the top turns golden and the cake is set. While the cake cools, I will prepare the frosting. In a medium-sized bowl, mix 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar with room temperature butter until smooth. Then add cream and continue mixing. Last, I'm adding mascarpone, a pinch of salt, and some vanilla essence, and mix everything well. Chill the frosting in the fridge until the cake cools. Remember those small pieces of pumpkin left over from grating? Well, I am cutting those into cubes, and I will use them for decoration. Heat a small pot with water and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Add the pumpkin cubes and boil, stirring occasionally until the water evaporates. Now it's finally time to put the cake together. I removed the cake from the tray and trimmed the edges for a clean presentation. Spread the frosting evenly on top of the cooled cake. Decorate with the pumpkin pieces and also grate some white chocolate. My chocolate has dried cranberries. Even better, they add color and pair well with the dried fruits in the cake. Once you finish, cut your cake. May I remind you to let your cake fully cool down. Don't do like me. Mine was still a little warm and started to melt the frosting, but I managed to save it by putting it in the fridge for 1 hour. The cake is absolutely delicious, one of the best fruitcakes I tried. Let me know in the comments how yours turned out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to get our latest handmade and homemade news.